sake. GG.
And in a one-run game, the dream matchup.
It's easy to see why someone might call this a...
You know what? I might get a 0 chance. So what about Sean Kingston shit? Yeah, that will do power right now. I'll go to bed. Yeah, I have to be really bad.
And in a one-run game, the dream matchup.
It's easy to see why someone might call this a dream matchup. It's the final out of the 2023 World Baseball Classic between the two best baseball countries, the USA, who invented baseball, and Japan, whose own baseball culture has thrived for more than a century.
One ball, no strikes.
It's also a matchup between the two best players, Mike Trout, one of the best American hitters ever, and Shohei Ohtani, the best Japanese pitcher ever, the best Japanese hitter ever, and some say the best baseball player ever.
The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. A fastball at 100.
But I think this is more than a dream matchup between two great teams.
2-1. 2-2.
Or even two great players.
The count goes full.
It's the moment baseball's past met baseball's future.
Ohtani's ready. Trout's ready.
Yo.
3-2.
And the future won.
He struck him out. Japan's back on top of the baseball world.
The at-bat symbolized the passing of the torch from baseball being America's pastime to baseball being a global game.
This is the story of how Japan produced the best baseball player ever, and how he's paving the way to baseball's future.
For many years, the American pastime has been the Japanese pastime.
Americans introduced baseball to Japan around the 1870s, so it's no surprise that American and Japanese baseball share a lot in common. First and foremost, it's an obsession. Here is a stadium packed for Japan's high school baseball tournament, 1920. Shinto priests blessing home plate, opening day, 1931. And Babe Ruth, swarmed by fans in Tokyo, 1934. The US crushed Japan in World War II, but baseball helped the two countries become allies soon after.
This isn't big league stuff yet, but someday it may be.
Japan's Nippon Professional Baseball League was structured a lot like the US's Major League Baseball. Teams were divided into two leagues.
Well, I have towels because they
some
become
even
moldy.
share
You
the
have to
same
wash
name.
them.
But the two leagues didn't always see eye to eye. In the mid-20th century, American teams often looked down on Japanese talent. And while some American players played in Japan, they typically were near retirement. Meanwhile, Japanese players were often pressured to stay in Japan.
Part of it was wanting to maintain Japanese culture and pride.
Jun Lee's been reporting on baseball
ew.
for a decade. He was on ESPN. Now he runs one of my favorite YouTube channels.
It is
Nope.
swung on and foul tip.
Brother, I think I got rid of the old towel. Chat, it smells like very earthy. Guys, this has to be mold. You have no idea how earthy that is.
This was kind of where Japan was politically over the course of a lot of the 20th century, which was culture that was very inward focused.
It all came to a head over
It's fine.
this
It
guy,
happens all the time.
pitcher Masanori Murakami. In 1964, the Nankai Hawks sent him to the San Francisco Giants minor league team, just for some experience. But Murakami impressed the Giants, who started him on their major league squad.
Chat,
Murakami became Major League Baseball's first Japanese.
chat, I feel like a lot
Happy 50 months xQcL.
of the sports culture isn't built in certain countries, and I'm not trying to be anti-American. I love Americans, but some other countries have a better overall culture on discipline, whatever. You put some of these sports into their culture. GG. They clap everybody.
Born player
They
and
just win.
dominated the rest of the
This is what it
season.
is.
But when the
Except for
Giants
American
gave him a
football.
contract, the
Because
Hawks
that shit, nobody wants to play that
objected.
shit.
The two leagues
Because
argued for
nobody wants
months
to play
until
that
reaching
fucking
a
shit.
compromise. Murakami would play with the Giants for one season, then return to Japan. And from then on, MLB teams were prohibited from directly signing Japanese players, and vice versa. It
Happy
widened the gulf
35
between
months.
the two leagues.
Welcome me to
American
jungle,
players
please,
continued to
no?
go to Japan,
Okay.
but no Japanese player appeared in Major League Baseball for the next 30 years. They stayed in Japan and developed a distinct style of playing. Very quickly, I want to show you something pretty cool.
what about
Machinists at
Ohtani or whatever?
Henson started out making aerospace machinery, parts for the Mars rover and International Space Station. Then they went make sure both
Japanese people are built differently than American people, and so they have adapted the Japanese game to kind of suit the physical strengths and weaknesses that Japanese people have, and as a result, stylistically the game is very different than what you would see.
I think baseball is such a simple game. I think it could be broken down. I think the game, people are too rigid about their thinking. The game can be rethought about for sure.
United States.
great American batters have power. They swing for the fences. While great Japanese batters have consistency. They hit more singles, doubles, even bunts to get on base.
Getting on
Great
base.
American pitchers rely on velocity, throwing 100-mile-per-hour fastballs past batters. While Japanese pitchers rely more on craftiness, throwing forkballs, splitters, and sinkers to fool batters. In Japan, baseball players are also known to train far more often and with far more intensity.
This is just kind of the culture around the sport. The repetition builds strength, requires this intense level of discipline.
Still, many Americans doubted Japanese players would succeed in the U.S. if they could ever get there. Then in 1995, pitcher Hideo Nomo found a loophole. The Kintetsu Buffaloes owned his contract, but Nomo simply retired at age 26. Legally, a retired player could go anywhere, so Nomo went to the LA Dodgers. His twisting windup flummoxed American batters.
Whoa. What was that?
Nomo went to the LA Dodgers.
What the fuck is bro doing?
Twisting windup flummoxed American batters, and he went on to win Rookie of the Year and start the All-Star game.
Waved at and missed. And down goes Martinez. And down goes Bell. And who would have figured Hideo Nomo, last year pitching in Japan.
Nomo also got more Japanese fans to start paying attention to American baseball. But his loophole made NPB owners worried their best players would leave. So in 1998, it made a new system where a Japanese team could do what's called posting a player to allow MLB teams to bid on him. Then the Japanese team could send him in exchange for a fee. Finally, a pipeline existed between the two best baseball leagues. And over the next 20 years, a steady stream of talented pitchers and hitters developed in Japan, then went to the US, where they won awards and World Series, broke records, and made the Hall of Fame, all along proving that the Japanese style could thrive in the US.
Ichiro is kind of the ultimate manifestation of this, where he hit often less than 10 home runs a year, but he would get 300 hits in a season. I think they completely changed the perception of what was possible if we brought over Japanese players to the United States.
But Shohei Ohtani was different. He threw nearly 100 miles an hour, smashed home runs, when he was only in high school.
I first heard of Shohei Ohtani when he was 16 years old because I'm a baseball sicko, and I was following what was happening in the Japanese baseball tournament Koshien.
The century-old tournament is watched by millions in Japan, and in 2012, everyone was watching Ohtani, including major league teams.
He was kind of unlike any player that had ever come out of Japan.
The Yankees, Red Sox, Rangers, and Dodgers wanted Ohtani to skip the NPB entirely and sign directly with them as a pitcher. Ohtani wanted that too. In 2012, he warned NPB teams not to draft him, but the Nippon Ham Fighters did anyway. It put Ohtani in a unique position. He could refuse to play for the Fighters, or use his leverage to pressure them into letting him do something no American team ever would. Two-way players are a thing of the past. That's someone who's both a pitcher and a position player, like Babe Ruth. But since the 1940s, no one in the major leagues really pulled it off. And today, no one's really allowed to try.
Being a pitcher and a batter is like playing two completely different sports. They require two completely different skill sets, two completely different approaches, and that wear and tear really, really adds up.
Maybe
a major league team,
too, no?
if they had gotten Ohtani at 18 years old, would have just forced him to become a pitcher.
But the Fighters were more willing to let him try both. So Ohtani made the fateful decision to stay in Japan.
If Ohtani had grown up in Arkansas, he doesn't become the player that he is. He was this massive power hitter. There's a video of him hitting a baseball into the roof of the Tokyo Dome. And the fact that he was also doing it while being one of the best pitchers in NPB was kind of blowing everyone's mind.
But after 5 years in Japan, Ohtani still faced doubts in the US. So in 2017, when the Fighters posted him, Ohtani turned down bids from big market teams.
So why don't teams make the stadium standardized everywhere? Same stadium size everywhere, instead of doing this bullshit fucking it's just lame.
teams, and instead went to the LA Angels, where he again used his leverage to be a two-way player. In his first at-bat in LA, Ohtani did this.
That's out toward right center field. Gone! Big fly, Ohtani side!
In 2021, he hit 46 home runs and went 9-2 on the mound, becoming the first player to be an All-Star as a hitter and a pitcher. Ohtani was fast becoming the most exciting player baseball had seen in decades. And by 2024, he didn't need leverage anymore. The LA Dodgers signed him for $700 million, nearly double the next highest contract, because he really was two players in one. Actually, he was the two best players in one. Wins above replacement measures a player's total.
Is there a way to get, let's say, a really rare card, like a signed card out of like the baseball bullshit? Why not, man? Why don't they just release a new set of cards with his signed card? I want to buy that and have a chance. It's probably worth trillions of dollars.
Value. And in the last 5 years, Ohtani has the highest in the majors. And just last week, Ohtani played probably the greatest game in baseball history. He struck out 10 batters and gave up only 2 hits over 6 innings, and hit not 1, not 2, but 3 home runs to send the Dodgers to the World Series. Ohtani's a new kind of baseball player, mixing American-style power and Japanese-style consistency on both sides of the ball. But he only got the chance to do it because he started playing baseball in Japan.
Shohei Ohtani is America's impact.
Surprisingly enough, chat, guys, I feel like other countries in soccer, they get talent and it goes over there to kind of die, right? Like they don't get better. But America is kind of that, no? I mean, isn't it kind of how it is?
Reimagined
They
and
get some top talent
repackaged
that
back
goes
to
to
itself.
America to
Now
play against
Ohtani's
plumbers.
bringing the two best baseball leagues closer together than ever.
No,
Impossible.
does America play the best baseball?
And in a one-run game, the dream matchup.
Now, why was this moment so important? It's because it was the first moment that Japanese baseball and American baseball shared a superstar. In the US, it was the most watched WBC game ever. But in Japan, 42% of households tuned in,
There's a signed
even
card.
though it was 8 in the morning there.
Wait, how much?
In 2025, MLB saw higher viewership across US TV and a 20% increase on Japanese TV, making it the most watched season ever there. Ohtani's also getting more Japanese fans to come to Major League games. When I asked June to come on this episode, he texted back from Dodger Stadium.
Yes, interesting. Chat, 1 mil. How do you unbox that? How do you unbox that? It's gotta be a scam. It's gotta be a scam. It's gotta be. It's a 1 of 1. 9.5 mint.
Where he saw scores of Ohtani fans, Ohtani jerseys in English and Japanese, Japanese beer, and a giant homage to Ohtani on a Japanese-themed hotel. This is just the beginning for MLB.
I had a conversation with an executive over Major League Baseball, and they said that Shohei Ohtani was their entire international growth strategy. They view Shohei Ohtani as their Messi and Ronaldo figure, the type of person who almost becomes bigger than the sport to get people in the door, to care and invest emotionally in it.
Should I
Ohtani
get
may
Dave's
even give
hot
MLB
chicken
an
or
edge over its
McDonald's?
competitors. US sports leagues are racing to become global leagues. The NFL is playing games in Europe and South America.
The NBA needs to stop broadcasting their shit to dog trash fucking. Bro, everybody that can afford to watch it and pay for it, they pirate it because fuck them. What? Where do you even watch the NBA? Bro, the only thing I know is fucking like a heroin streams or whatever the fuck. That's the only I know you
The
watch it.
NBA is in Asia, hosting a league in Africa and talking about creating a league in Europe.
That's the only thing I know.
They're competing to win over new fans in other countries. But nothing
And I'm
wins
trying
over
not to leak
fans
it.
in another country like a superstar from that country. The lesson from Ohtani is that sometimes that means letting a player do something different. Because Ohtani is an Ohtani if he's not a two-way player. And he's not a two-way player if he doesn't play first in Japan. And he doesn't play first in Japan if not for generations of players who perfected baseball the Japanese way.
America invented baseball, but it has been
Brother, you have to be kidding me. There is no way this is real. Every day it's different. Brother, no, stop it. Oh my god, I'm gonna tweak out. Oh my god. Bro, I'm about to tweak the fuck out. Dude, this shouldn't be legal. Not as in a free market. It shouldn't be legal just as destruction of enjoyment. This is so bad, people just don't watch. Like, it's just lame. It kills fun.
How to scam
Elevated
more subs
by
on streaming
someone
services,
who is
LOL.
not from the United States. He breaks all of the unwritten rules of what people thought was possible for someone to accomplish as a baseball
You are
player.
a great person.
NFL 2?
Okay, thanks so much for watching. This week, I have a special ask of you guys. I cover stories from all over the world.
What about a channel that broadcasts all of them? Or an app that kind of syncs it, so like it always plays it on that one thing, so you don't have to go around. Well, that's called Met Streams. Interesting. I don't know what that is.